So right here next we have our options. In options you will notice we have shortcuts. We also have where to save configuration file, content folders, and image viewers if we have an external one. Additional, we can specify for additional texture map folders. So right here you can see the shortcuts. You can modify them to work same as the application you prefer. Anytime you can change, and if for some reason you don't like it, you can always reset it to default. The next, you have your configuration file. This is a save all configurations that currently apply to the view. One thing I recommend, if you work maybe in an environment when your computer may share with other people, or maybe you have a different instance on different, normally I save on network, and every time when I go to work on different machine example and I like my settings, I can go and load from network my configuration file, which is changed to my preference that I like it. On this case, you can share, or always you can save it, and also you can save configuration files. So if you want to go to different versions, for example, for the future, you maybe save it, and on that case you don't need go and reset again. View content folder, same things. It's where content is located by default, and you can specify, for example, location right here. So you can specify in different drives. You want to change this recommendation from, if you work in a big environment where you share, you maybe want to change this to the network drive, so your content in one place as well. When install Vue, Vue will create new subfolders, and sometimes what you want to do, you want to create maybe one single folder on a remote drive or some other place, so you can, all your versions can reference to same location. It's up to you, and I'll show you in other tutorials how I set up my workspace. So maybe it's give you some tips, and again, if you don't, you can always change it. Image viewer, you can use a default for this, so you can go navigate and set up two specific applications if you like it, Photoshop or Painter or any other ones, so you can specify here as well. Additional texture folders, it's if you're using with the big projects, we may have it folders. On this case, you can add those ones, and we will have it easy references without searching. It will go to this folder. If they find texture that is using with a name, it will kind of apply. If you don't specify here, and for example, Vue does not find those textures, it will prompt you and it says, do you want to locate the texture? So you can go manually in this folder. It's again, if you work on some project, big project, maybe with multiple sceneries like buildings and something, you can create a folder, assign to this folder, and when you load object and Vue does not find the textures embedded to the object, we will look on this folder first to match the textures to that object. Anyway, so here's how you can specify and adjusting. Next, what I want to do, it is actually adjust some of my settings, so you can see if it will help you as well.